Hello everyone, Mr. E here, and it's time to talk about leveling the Hive Scum. Now, this is a tricky one. Hive Scum is notoriously a pretty difficult class for new characters because much like the Psyker, he is kind of a glass cannon. He relies on being able to dodge and evade damage for the most part, and the problem is that he doesn't have the Psyker's strength of being able to use magic to just kind of wish everything out of existence. He has to kind of get his hands dirty and get up there and do some of the killing. So we are going to do our absolute best today to not legitimately play the game and just kind of offload the difficulty onto broken mechanics. And therefore we can just trivialize leveling. That's the goal anyway. It does take a little while to get going with the Hive Scum because a lot of his weapons that we want unlock a little bit later on, but we'll be fine in the first levels because shivs are awesome and dual auto pistols do fine as well. So this is what you're going to start with here. You'll start with some shivs, obviously not orange, and you'll start with some gray auto pistols, great. You'll have no curios, of course. If you are leveled in another character and you have a bunch of money in your bank account, great. Go ahead and use that to your heart's content and just, max level like a knife or something, throw it in here. But, we're going to assume that players, for our purposes today, are brand new to the game and they're just choosing Hive Scum as their first character. Welcome to Darktide. You're about to get your ass kicked. Okay, so we're going to start out here with the talent tree, where you're going to go 5 levels at a time. As far as what's going to happen over here for the first 5 levels, nothing. So don't worry about that. We're going to come here to the talent tree, and remember that every time you level up as the Hive Scum, I think it's every 5 levels, you get 5 points to allocate in this tree, which is the Stim Lab, which will be important to take note of. So our first 5 levels on Hive Scum are going to be up here with Precision Violence. Then we'll take Burst of Energy. Then we'll take Toughness. Now, I think we should also then take Chem Grenade, and then Tis But a Scratch. That's 5 levels. We have a ton of toughness now. We are actually very, very difficult to kill because all we need to do is Unga Bunga swing at enemies and we're good on melee front. If we get hurt in some real way and they break our toughness, we get 50% of it back. And then we get a bunch of flat toughness. We got the Chem Grenade, which is an awesome area denial tool that just spends 15 seconds sitting on the ground killing everything that walks into it. So if you are in a situation where it's like dangerous and you need to get rid of a bunch of stuff for a long time, throw this down and just eliminate all of it. And then we will come over here to the talent tree, the Stim Lab, and grab this node right here. I believe you'll only have enough for 1. I can't remember how much you get. Whatever you get, we're going out this way. So just whenever you get them and you can allocate them, just come on and go in this direction. And that's our ultimate goal with this build. So I don't remember what levels you unlock talent points for this Stim tree at. You tell me. Okay, that's 5 levels. Nothing has changed over here. Let's go from levels 6 to 10. We are going to go 6, the number after 6, 8, 9, and then you can choose which one you want here. Whether you want the Boiling Blood, which is going to extend your rampage more, or whether you want to knock stuff back on cast. I would say Boiling Blood is probably the best here. So we're going to get a nice, powerful Rampage. Rampage is a really, really strong ability. It has a pretty dang short cooldown as well, base cooldown of 30 seconds, and you just need to be going and hitting enemies, right? That's all you need to do. So with the shivs, just activate this bad boy, get into combat. Oh wait, that's the wrong ability. It didn't change. That's the Desperado ability. You can tell because my screen is like all blue instead of being all red. So this is what your screen will look like, and then you'll just do this. Just go into combat like that. If you see something big, do one of the heavy attacks, and that's it, right? And you can use your stim whenever you really need to, but at this level, your stim is not really doing anything. So there's almost no reason to use it at all. That being said, let's move on from there. And we have to go for the next 10 levels. So we're at level 10 right now. During that level 10, by the way, at level 8, pick up your first curio, put 10% experience on it, put it right here, and get it to blue rarity and get that 10% experience on it. So that's what we're doing in the first 10 levels. Really nothing much over here. But we've got our Stim Lab. We're going this direction. We're going out to here. This is our ultimate goal, is right there. So whenever you get those talent points unlocked, put them in there. And then over here is what this looks like on this side. Okay, so now we need to go forward another 10 levels. We're going to come this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, and we go 8, 9, and let's put one more somewhere. I don't know, 10. Doesn't really matter. Oh no, but let's do it up here. Let's do pulverizing strikes. Sure. We want to get this keystone. This keystone is really, really good for our purposes because also in these 10 levels, from levels 11 to the to 20, we are going to unlock our 2 weapons that we're going to swap to. So we are no longer playing with the shivs and the dual auto pistols. We are swapping both of these out. We're swapping to the bone saw, which becomes available at level... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere here. I can't see it. I'm blind. Help. It's literally just not here. Oh, it's an exclusive. 14. There it is. Now, level 14 is when you'll want to swap to the bone saw. And then at level 18, the needle pistol, which is the second one we'll pick up here. So by level 20, you'll have both of these equipped. Just do this as soon as possible. And what you'll need to look for on these weapons here, for the bone saw, I don't know what that bone saw has equipped on it. For the bone saw, this is the setup that you'll want to be targeting here. So the first thing that you really want to get on this bone saw is the shred blessing. This is going to boost your damage a lot because crits are really, really good on this class for a number of reasons. And this gives you a bunch of shred. This will allow you just to walk up to enemies and just go unga bunga, light attack spam, and kill 95% of them. And that will be the first blessing you pick up when this weapon is just still blue and you're leveling it up. Over here on the needle pistol, literally just get a needle pistol. Almost nothing matters. Like this gun is so overpowered that it almost doesn't matter what you equip on it. Over time, when you go to late game, you can get these blessings here. The first one you should be trying to get is stripped down, because that'll make you immune to range attacks while you're sprinting and you have full stamina, which is really, really good, obviously. But this all kind of has to come together as one piece. Note that for the needle pistol, by the way, your damage literally doesn't matter. The damage on the stat there is only the direct damage of the needle. It has nothing to do with the actual like damage of the toxin itself. So yeah, just keep that in mind that you can have a minimum damage. Honestly, needle pistol is such a broken weapon that you could get any stat line for this thing and just it'd be fine. Okay, so we're focusing on the bone saw for now. Because that's at level 14, then level 18 we'll pick up the needle pistol, start leveling those. So obviously we're focused on toxins. That's why we have gotten so much stuff here with the coded weaponry, with toxic renewal, with toxic mania. This is going to generate toughness when enemies around us have this toxin on them. This is going to generate more damage for us when enemies around us have the toxin on them. This is going to make enemies take more damage when they get the toxin on them. And then our chemical dependency is what we want to be using our stim for. So this is a thing you'll have to train your brain around when you're playing Hive Scum. This is probably the hardest part about playing Hive Scum, other than like, you know, dodging or whatever. But like remembering just to spam your stim key, whatever it is. Whenever your stim comes off cooldown, just spam it all the time. Just check. You might not even be aware. I've got a timer and I still forget about it. But whenever this thing comes off cooldown, make sure you inject it. Our goal is to reach and stay at 3 stacks of chemical dependency so we can get 30% cooldown, have 15% crit, and 15% toughness damage reduction. So we're going to be tankier, we're going to do more damage, and we're going to have a better cooldown on our ultimate, which makes us tankier and do more damage as well. So that's a really, really good thing. Just make certain you are spamming that toxin, not missing a single beat. Okay, so from there, we have just 10 levels left to go. We are not changing anything about our weapons up here. Try your best to make them look exactly like this. This is like optimized setups here. Refined lethality for that second blessing, carapace unyielding, and then down here, carapace unyielding, run and gun and strip down. And then, you know, with the needle pistol, if you do finally get that, you can run around and sprint and shoot at the same time, which allows you to dodge range attacks and shoot at the same time, which is broken. Then down here for curios, by the way, in case I don't remember to come back to it, just be stacking toughness, stack stamina regeneration, and stack combat ability regeneration, revive speed. Working on curios, getting them maxed out is something for the deep late game, so don't really worry about it. But remember to pick up this one at level 16 or whatever it is to get that extra 10% of the experience so we can level up. And of course, probably put a couple more points in this wherever we're at. I have no idea. The ultimate goal, let's just go ahead and say, this is what our ultimate stim setup will look like. I know it's nothing fancy, but it's going to be good. Okay, so from there, we have only 10 points left to go. So we are going to come back over here to this middle tree, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to grab Hive City Brawler. We are also going to grab Street Tough, which is going to allow us to knock back enemies that hit us. We will take Punching Above One's Weight here. We'll come over here on the left side and get this critical chance boost, and then we'll do Swift Endurance. And that maxes us out here. I think, I can't remember what I was doing like literally 2 seconds ago. We'll take Forge's Bellow up here for the ultimate. We are going to come back up to the top of the tree, and we are going to grab ourselves Tertium Welcome. We're going to take Nimble, which is going to be good for our little dodginess. And then I believe I actually ended up taking these when I was sort of theory crafting this. So yeah, let's take these two here, Channel Devastation and Sweet Spot, because it's pretty dang easy to hit headshots on this weapon. Now note, if you are a Hive Scum fan, I'm not taking Pickpocket. I don't think we're spamming the needle enough to use that, and you're playing in regular difficulties, so it's like not really that ammo constrained anyway. So yeah, we can just do this and get a lot of extra melee damage, a lot of extra weak spot damage, juicy stuff. So yeah, that is the overall build here, and let's kind of go over the idea, the core concept of the build. We are just going to pretty much just unga bunga with left clicks with the green side of the blade whenever we see anything, excepting a couple of enemies. If you see yourself like a crusher or a boss, we're going to use the needle pistol first, and then we're going to use the purple blade. So if you hear a boss coming or something, you can swap to the purple blade ahead of time, and then we'll have like a boss come in, say like a boss, oops, I paused the game. It's like a boss, like a chaos spawn, right? And then all I got to do is I got to use my stim, because this is just for extra defense, it doesn't really matter. I can stim this guy up, and then I can just start swinging at him. And then I can use my ult and knock him back, and then I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I mean, this is real gameplay. This is Auric difficulty, by the way. Actually, I think this one might be on Heresy, but like really like a joke, right? Just rolling over those enemies. If you're scared of crushers on other characters, you definitely are on this character, because this is what we do to crushers. Like, just not even really like interacting with them at all. Literally, that probably just kills him from there. Quite honest, doesn't it? Pretty dang close, honestly. Maybe 3 taps. So yeah. We're just like gonna casually roll over anything even moderately difficult. If you see a lot of those sorts of enemies, a single Tox grenade will wipe them all out, so we're able to wipe all that stuff off the map. And I know that a lot of players will probably see Hive Scum and be like, why aren't we using the shivs or whatever? That's for when you're older, okay? That's for when you have like a million APM and you can do a bajillion things per second. We are just gonna crutch on the fact that Toxin does 95% of our work for us and kills like everything like crazy fast. And as far as what the stim is doing over here, this is going to be keeping our toughness nice and topped off. It regenerates toughness per second. It's pretty dang OP in terms of sustain, allows you to just take a bunch of abuse. So yeah, we are very very tanky. We're about as tanky as a Hive Scum can be. We got some nice dodges in there. We got a pretty high crit rate, and we've of course got Rampage. With this class, just be certain that you are using your stims and your abilities all the time. That is the best advice I can give to you. Your ability has a very short cooldown, especially if you've been using your stim on cooldown and you have that only that 30% cooldown here. Then you're going to have like 20 seconds of cooldown on this thing. Just use it all the time because it's so powerful. This is your final setup with blessings like this. For the combat ability regen, ally revive speed, super important, and stamina regen. The Hive Scum, stamina regen is really fun on the Hive Scum because he is such a fast starter to regen that he can actually regen while he's in a slide, and that allows you to infinitely sustain like sliding around like this and just dodging enemy bullets. So you can just your stamina bar back up. And your stamina, having high stamina is really important for this class too, because it keeps your attack speed high, thanks to this node down here, Swift Nerds. Okay, so that's everything, guys. Hopefully that makes leveling Hive Scum nice and easy for you. He's a little bit tricky to get your head around, but just crutch on that Toxin super hard. Use the needle pistol and everything you can see in your line of sight, and you'll be winning every single game forever. I promise. Okay, don't no, you can't sue me. I was lying. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye, guys. See you next time. Mr. Out. Bye bye.